Let's kick things off with a question. Why doesn't Ramona wear any pants in the Scott Pilgrim video game? Out of all the things worth discussing about the game, Ramona's strange design has always been a weird sticking point for me for several years. It's such a strange departure from her normal sense of fashion. In most cases, she's seen with moody colors and layered grunge outfits. These design choices help to display her subdued and distant personality. Instead, in the game, she is decked out in bright pastel colors, a simple hoodie, sneakers, and no pants. I'm having the hardest time figuring out where this outfit even showed up in the comic. At first I thought it was from her fight with Roxy in book 4. It seems as though the game outfit was inspired by this outfit, but with flipped colors for the top and bottom. Even the colors on her bag are inverted. I really wonder why this outfit was remixed so much, and how come none of the other characters got this drastic of a redesign. Whenever I think of Ramona, I think of the deliberate construction and curation of her style. I'm always brought back to a moment in book 5, where an irate Ramona is decked head to heel in an elaborate dress for a party she doesn't want to go to. So much for her sense of style seems so deliberate and bespoke, while the game outfit looks like she just jumped out of bed. This design wouldn't be too strange if not for the rest of the cast wearing their most iconic outfits. I might seem like I'm making a mountain out of a molehill, but if we examine the rest of the cast, we can see how much their designs communicate their personalities. The choices for the designs of the playable characters feels deliberate. Not only are these outfits their most recognizable, but they also help to illustrate their personalities. Let's look at each character individually to illustrate my point. Scott is a confident fighter, happy-go-lucky and naive to a fault. He's in an energetic battle stance and wears a brightly colored graphic tee. Kim is blunt and dry and wears a mostly monochromatic outfit, broken up by the slightly darker color of her hair and skirt. Stefan is grounded, perpetually focused on the concerns of the present. He mostly wears natural, earthy tones. Knives is someone striving to find herself and for the people around her to take her and her emotions seriously. She dresses in all black. The scale of her scarf makes her feel smaller than she actually is. Finally, Wallace's polo works well to match his nonchalant personality. Turning our attention back to Ramona, it's hard to see how the pastel colors, casual outfit, and energetic animations match her depiction in the comics and movie. If I had to choose a look for Ramona to wear in this game, I'd honestly just go with what was done with her in the upcoming follow-up Scott Pilgrim X. I honestly think that the outfit the developers chose for this game is perfect. The moody colors, the layers, even her defensive idle animation, and her cautious expression is on point. Just by looking at a screenshot, I can get an understanding of who this character is and what their personality might be like. My main concern with the first game's design is how it really doesn't give someone new to the Scott Pilgrim universe a good idea of who Ramona is. This is in mass contrast with the specificity that the other designs communicate. I feel like there's a way to keep elements of this design while grounding it in a way that allows players to understand Ramona's role in the cast. So the current design seems kind of athletic. What if we leaned into this idea more? Ramona has been shown to be a proficient fighter and has shown some instances of super strength through lifting heavy objects. I feel like a more sporty outfit could work. In an exercise in design, I decided to explore an idea of her outfit leaning more towards a roller derby uniform. For this design, I decided to include her iconic roller skates. I changed the jacket to a tank top and her underwear into dolphin shorts. I also gave her armbands, knee pads, and elbow pads, alongside fishnet stockings. I couldn't decide if the stocking should be darker. I made a few variants, but settled on the darker one. I also decided on keeping her original colors. While I might have wanted to go with something much darker, I also feel like her current palette contrasts well with the cast's more grounded schemes, and makes her feel otherworldly. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this design. I feel like this more athletic outfit helps ground her in a tangible identity. While I am happy with my design, I'm not entirely sure if it fully resolves my concerns. While Ramona is strong, I'd hardly say that's a core part of her character worth overemphasizing other aspects. There's also a gameplay aspect to the design worth considering. The brightly colored limbs of the original design helps the character pop against backgrounds. The dark stockings of my redesign might create some clarity issues, though I'm not sure how much this argument holds up considering characters like Knives and Nega Scott exist. In general, while I feel like I brought some specificity to the initial design, it doesn't solve the original issues. Honestly, the more effort I put into critiquing this design, the funnier its bizarre existence becomes. In spite of its strangeness, it's still a cute look and it makes people happy. It's honestly hard to be mad at something so silly.